court, I am its Jester. Where we last left off, it was either Kaito or Kokichi that died. One of them probably killed the other. It could have been someone else. Maybe. Maybe it was Kibo. Let's blame the robot. Because Kibo did say that he went to try and talk to Kokichi last night. Shit could have gone down. I hate AI. It's ruining the world. And I don't care if this game was made before AI became horrible, but I'm gonna take it out on Alter Ego and Kibo. Oh yeah, Chiaki too. I'm gonna take it out on her too. Okay, let's examine the bit of clothing. That is, there's a sleeve sticking out of the press. It's definitely Kaito's. In that case, the victim must be... I don't want to do it, but I have to raise the press to inspect the body. Oh, that's gonna look gross. Okay, let's operate the panel. These controls move the hydraulic press. It can go up and down and stop. I should be able to use the up button and raise the press to check the body. Oh, it's gonna be icky. I don't want to see a crushed body no matter who it is. But I have to do it.
Right.
I have to know. I made up my mind, took a breath, and pressed the button. It's not moving? I pressed the button a few more times, but the press still wouldn't move. We threw off the grenade. Oh, hello. Oh, we fucked up. When we threw off the grenade to, oh my god, when we threw off the grenade to stop all electronics from working within like a 20-foot radius or whatever. I don't remember the exact radius. But we threw that grenade so that Kokichi wouldn't be able to use his remote control to operate the exosols. But because we threw off that grenade, that means the control panel in here isn't working either, and we can't lift up the press to, like, look at the crushed up body.
Why?
Strange. It moved when I pressed it last time. After looking around the press, I found... Oh, the power cord is cut. Oh, okay, yeah, that could be why, too. I really thought it was the grenade. I see, there's no power, so the hydraulic press won't move. This can't be a coincidence. The power cord was cut on purpose. This must be the work of the culprit. In that case, we won't be able to check the body. I'm honestly a little relieved, but I shouldn't say that out loud. I should take another look at the controls. There must be some clue there. In addition to the control buttons, there's an emergency stop button. The press would have been stopped instantly if you used this. Well, if the culprit were planning this murder, they wouldn't have had to use it. What concerns me more is the safety function. That's right. This hydraulic press should have a safety function. If the infrared sensor detects a living thing, the press stops automatically. Well, it didn't stop when Kibo tried before. If the sensor detected a person, the safety should have stopped the press automatically. Stop automatically, huh? That trail of blood looks bad, and it is coming from the bathroom. Oh, fuck, okay. That really does lead me to believe that Kaito and Kokichi... That Kokichi went to see Kaito where he was locked up in the bathroom. Kaito fought him. So one of them ended up killing the other. And then dragged the corpse all the way over to the hydraulic press. And the press didn't automatically stop at life detection because there was no life detection. It was already a corpse at that point. What is this, a blood stain? There's a faint trail of blood leading to the press. a swipe pattern if dragged. It looks as if it's coming from the bathroom. This bloodstain suggests something was dragged from the bathroom to the press. The red exisal is completely still. Shuichi, it's dangerous there. If you go near that thing, you might get torn apart.
No.
No, it shouldn't move anymore. Not without the monocubs or Kokichi. So it's just a pile of scrap then.
Hey!
Jeez, don't scare me like that.
With my magic.
Maybe I should just tear this hunk of junk apart with my magic. But I suppose that if Kokichi was alive, he would move it at any time by remote. Why didn't you say so sooner? That is, if Kokichi is alive. But that remote control Kokichi has for the exisals. What is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? The Monokuma file this time barely has any information in it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't be of much use to us.
Jeez.
It's so useless. He probably shouldn't have even gone out of his way to give it to us. Oh, why are you back here?
That's nice.
It's fine, it's fine. A mascot's appearance at a murder scene brings a sense of relief and a peace of mind. Why, he popped out.
Jeez.
What an attention hog. Of course I want attention. I'm the mascot, for crying out loud.
Hey,
And yet I've appeared fewer times than the plain Jane smoothie over there. It'd be false advertising if I didn't appear as often as I can, you know? Advertising? What advertising?
No.
Ignore it. Let's just focus on the investigation.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone in chat has seen this, but Twisted Minds Theater makes Danganronpa musicals. They did not make a complete V3 musical, but they kind of made like a short one that was more of a prototype than anything for V3. And I did not watch it because I didn't want spoilers. But I did watch the first like 10 minutes of it just to like see the first song because I'd already like gotten pretty far into the game, so I didn't think anything would get spoiled. And it was very funny because the person who had the Monokuma puppet was just like, "We've got the Monocubs!" And then they pull out like a little tiny finger puppet and it's like, "I'm Monotaro!" And it's like, "No, I can't, I'm sorry, I can't." And then Monokuma just like, is like, "We're not doing it." And then Monokuma eats the Monocub and they're like, "We are not having the Monocubs in this musical." Monokuma ate them because he's not ready to be a father. And that was funny. So I am looking forward to finishing this game so I can watch the entirety of that musical. They have the Trigger Happy Havoc musical. They have the Goodbye Despair musical. They have the... I only watched 10 minutes and it was after I'd already been like halfway through this game. It's fine. And then they have a Ultra Despair Girls musical.
What?
Look, I have already been on like a fandom diet to try and prevent spoilers for when 2x2 comes out. There is like no Danganronpa stuff showing up in my recommended feeds for anything now. And all of the blogs I follow on Tumblr are like going to have spoiler tags that I can block to not see their posts. Like I am prepped I am confident that I am going to be going into 2x2 spoiler-free. I don't want to talk to you right now, okay? The way you are now, people might start accusing people. You might start accusing people because you can't believe Kaito's death.
No.
No, that's not.
Cut it out.
I don't want to hear your excuses or anything else. Just don't talk to me. If you keep bugging
Great,
me,
huh?
I'll give you afro hair with my magic. She's awfully stubborn. Why is she so suspicious of everything now? Or is there a reason she doesn't want to talk to anyone? Honestly, part of me is considering that when 2x2 comes out, like, remember when I was playing 100 Line and I had like that 1 week where my schedule was really free, so I was just like streaming every night I was just streaming it every night instead of only on the weekends. I am considering that when 2x2 comes out, instead of only playing it on my usual schedule of the weekends, that it might be better for me to just play it like every night so that I can get through the game as quickly as possible while minimizing the risk of spoilers. But that does depend of, I do not know. It's like, but that also depends of, I do not know. Because it takes me on average like months to finish the game. And I don't know, and I know that like maybe for like 1 month dodging spoilers should be easy, but for like a significant amount of time dodging spoilers is going to be hard. So like I could theoretically maybe just play the game on a briefly increased schedule to finish it as quickly as possible without spoilers. But that does run the... But I don't know when... I don't know when 2x2 is coming out, and I don't know what my schedule will look like when it does come out. Okay, let's go look in the bathroom. This is the bathroom. Now that I think about it. No, I'm locked up in this bathroom, but Kokichi is just outside that door. This is the place where Kaito was imprisoned. Kaito might have left some kind of clue here. No, he didn't leave anything. He might not be dead. Anyway, I should investigate inside. Oh, what the fuck? It is in the plans for me to play fan games. So, and I have heard, I don't know what goes on in another 1 and 2, but I have heard that it's very, very good. So, that is definitely on my list. It's just a matter of question of when I will play it. Because we still have to finish 100 Line. We are halfway through that fucking game. And you know, I'm starting to miss everyone. I actually, like, even miss Takumi a little bit. Oh, this looks bad. Okay, so there's traces of blood. Something bad definitely happened in here. A blood stain. Puddle of blood in the center of the room and a swipe pattern from there to the door. What could that mean? I think it means someone got shot with that fucking crossbow. There's a glass bottle. There's a small bottle in the corner of the room. It's empty, and it is poison.
If I remember correctly...
I feel like I've seen this before. The label has blood all over it, but I can't read it completely. It says poison.
Could it be...
And if it's poison, this bottle must be taken from my lab. I don't know who brought this here, but definitely has something to do with the case. We gotta check Shuichi's lab for clues later. Maybe we'll find something there. And a crossbow. This is one of the crossbows from Maki's lab. Why is this here? I thought 100 line was fun. It just was a lot. I think, like, if I could do 100 line all over again, I think a better way to pace it would have been that I completed a route, and I think a better way to play, I think if I could do 100 line over again and I didn't have, like, other looming games of, like, finishing V3 and trying, and 2x2 coming out, like, because my plan was I was going to play V3 before I played 100 line, but then when 100 line released, I was like, I don't want to risk spoilers, so I'll try to get it done quicker, and then it was just such a long game. And I think in hindsight, if it wasn't for having V3 to play and having, like, wanting things done before 2x2, I think a better way to go about the game would have been every time I finished a route, I play a different game for a little bit. You did tell me to play V3 first. I played V3 like halfway through 100 line. That's close enough. But like when I like played shorter games like Telltale's The Walking Dead and stuff, I think if I finished a route, like I finished the slasher route, and then I went and played like a Telltale game, or I finished the mystery route and then I played a Telltale game. Like, if every time I finished a route before going back to a new route, I did something else for a bit, that may have not let it get so tiresome. I did. 100 line is the biggest game ever. I honestly think I could complete literally everything in Skyrim faster than it would take me to finish 100 line. I mean, all of the quests. I think finishing every single quest in Skyrim would be faster than that. I think 100 line is literally bigger than Skyrim. Why is this here? I love Skyrim. I honestly like, I had a Skyrim playthrough on stream, and it was a long time ago. It was like back before when I had my older model and everything. And I played pretty far into it, but then I think my save data got corrupted. I lost all of my save files for Skyrim. But it was a pretty fun romp. And it does, like, make me consider maybe playing Skyrim again on stream, starting a new save. These arrows on the floor of the bathroom. 3 in total, and blood on all of them. What is this? What happened here? Someone got shot 3 times. What's this? This case. Oh, what's in the black case over there? As if backing away from the conversation, Kaito headed over to the far shelf. What's this? Is it some kind of weapon? This is the case from before, right? Oh, God. Is there clues in the toilet? The creepy, creepy looking toilet? There was no reason for the toilet to look like that, by the way. Okay, is there anything else to select? Okay, we gotta look at the vent. The window. I think I have purchased Skyrim 3 times. I have bought Skyrim 3 times. Like around the time it first came out, I bought Skyrim, and I bought Skyrim, the base game, for the Xbox 360. And I didn't get any of the DLCs. And then, like, years and years and years later, there was this really big sale where I could get, like, the Skyrim Ultimate Edition or whatever, or Unlimited Edition. There was, like, a sale for, like, buying Skyrim that came with all the DLC, and it, like, updated graphics for the Xbox One. And I bought that so I could be like, oh, this is a good deal. It's, like, gonna be great. I'll have all the DLC now. I can start playing it on the Xbox One. It's gonna be awesome. And then, years and years later, when I got my gaming PC, I wanted to stream Skyrim, so I bought the Unlimited Edition again on my PC. So I have purchased Skyrim 3 times. A small window for ventilation. This is the same window from before. It's a small window, and it doesn't open all the way. No one would be able to fit through here. I suppose if someone could fit through, Kaito would have escaped by now. Perhaps it's too small for a person, but an object can fit. Oh, shit. I have a feeling that Maki snuck Kaito the crossbow through the window. And then he tried to shoot Kokichi with it. And then after that, everything went to shit. There were more clues than I thought there'd be, and one is particularly concerning. Why is the crossbow from Maki's lab here? And the 3 bloody arrows. Those arrows are definitely for the crossbow, but why are these 3 bloodied? Kaito shot Kokichi 3 times. And that bottle of poison, what could that have been used for? There's still so much I don't know. This case looks like it's going to be tricky. Consoles I owned. I have my gaming PC. Before that, I got a Nintendo Switch. I had an Xbox One, an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 2, and a PlayStation 3 that I stole from my dad. My PlayStation 3, I stole it from my dad. He got a PlayStation 3 for himself, and I asked him if I could borrow it for a bit, and he said sure. And then when he asked if he could have it back, I refused to give it to him. Yeah, like, I asked him, like, can I borrow your PlayStation 3 for a bit? And he's like, sure. And then a couple months later, he's like, can I have my PlayStation 3 back? And then I said no. Well, I also had, like, the regular Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo DS, and, like, a Game Boy and stuff, but yeah. Oh god, why is the green X all out? There's an X all right in the middle of the hangar. The hatch is open as well as the cockpit is exposed. So this is how it looks on the inside, huh? It's small, but big enough for one person. Why are you back?
Oh?
This hatch is open? How strange! Only the monocubs can turn on and off the electronic lock and hatch.
Huh?
Only the monocubs can open the hatch.
Yeah.
Normally, the monocubs are the only ones who can pilot the exosols.
Well.
Normally being the key word. Because that electrohammer thingy, the electronic lock is all screwed up. Have you mentioned that to anyone else?
Unbelievable.
Nope. No one's asked me about it either. And even if I had been asked, it wouldn't have been relevant information to you anyway. An electronic lock on the hatch that only the monocubs can disable. Which must be why only monocubs can control the exosols. But if you could disable the lock, you could control the exosol. Is there anything else for us to really investigate here? Hydraulic press. The washing machine. No clues there. I don't... I'm not like a noob, it's just that I haven't been focused on the classics. Like, I've been playing video games since I was a kid, but while other people were playing stuff like Zelda and Pokemon, I was playing Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights and SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom and Shrek 2, the video game. Like there used to be a thing where every time a kids movie came out, there was a video game tie-in. And those video games were crappy, but you could rent them at Blockbuster. And I would do this thing where, like, every Friday night, my mom would take me to Blockbuster, and I'd rent a video game, and I'd spend the whole weekend finishing it, and then she'd return it Monday. And, like, remember B-Movie? Did you know that B-Movie has... Did you know that B-Movie has a... video game? B-Movie. B-Movie has a video game. And guess what? When I was a child, I played that video game. I rented it from Blockbuster and I played the B-Movie video game. And I did not touch Pokemon until I was in high school, when I bought X and Y. That was the first time I played Pokemon, was as a high schooler. I'm a hardcore elite gamer. All the games I play are trash. There's being a noob, and then there's whatever the fuck I am. Look, the B-Movie video game was actually pretty cool, okay? It had this whole mini game where you pollinated the flowers. Okay, let's get out of here. I think there's still things to investigate here. Like what? Oh, this. Smoogie, you got anything new to say?
Oh my.
I don't know what else we could investigate. We've checked everything. Maybe we missed something in the bathroom. No, we checked everything in here, except I think maybe we didn't check this. There's nothing else in the bathroom. What's still here to investigate?
That's true. No.
What's this? The sleeve has a single small hole in it. Oh! Kaito might have gotten shot with the arrow. A hole in the sleeve. What could this be? Okay, I think that was the last piece of evidence we were missing. I can't check the body, so I don't have many clues to work with. I'll have to find more clues elsewhere. There's still questions. The truth is so far out of reach. I still can't deduce who the victim is. I need more clues. I should investigate other areas. I should start with the areas around the hangar. The alarm system is off. It still must be affected by the electro bomb. I should investigate this place thoroughly. There must be some clues around here. I mean, I got pretty big into Dragon Age and Skyrim, so I was pretty much just usually playing those games. I think I'm starting to feel a little better now. I'm sorry to worry you, Shuichi.
Okay.
I'm glad. I was a bit worried. I'm glad you're feeling better. There was something I needed to ask Kibo.
Hey!
Hey, Kibo. Before I went into the hangar this morning, you said... So I went to the hangar last night and tried to talk to them. You tried to talk to him on your own? I'm sorry, I thought it would be preferable for him to release Kaito peacefully. How did it go? It went about as well as I expected. There was no response at all. But I did witness a few things. You said you witnessed a few things. What exactly did you see? Yes. Since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the exisal returning to the hangar. Yes, you said the exisals could pass through the alarm system and the barrier to the hangar.
Yes.
I never imagined something like this would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the exisal, I saw someone heading toward the hangar.
Huh?
You saw someone? I saw Himiko. She brought Kaito the crossbow.
I was in my lab, trying to think of what I should write to convince Kokichi. That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands. I think it was a black bag.
A black bag?
At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi. And since she came back later, I didn't think much of it. But after seeing her reaction this morning, I'm starting to get a little suspicious. She gave Kaito the crossbow. What? What did you see?
Why?
She was acting like she had something to hide. It's not that I want to suspect her. True, it is suspicious. You said you saw her come back as well. Was she holding the bag at that time? Now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming in but not leaving. It has to be the black bag Himiko carrying was. By the way, this is a little off topic, Shuichi, but... What is
As
it?
I thought.
The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the Electrobomb.
But
But it was because of the electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction such as hay fever.
which means...
So it could have affected the human the same way. Being a robot had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Right, that must be it. So that thing Himiko said was bothering him. He really is a bit too sensitive. Oh, Dragon Age is one of my favorite games ever. Dragon Age Origins is amazing. I would play it all the time just because of how many different choices you could make that would affect the game. It's really good. I do have to say, like, the combat isn't that exciting compared to newer games, but I do think it does have strategy involved in it. This is the control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with the electro hammer, so it isn't operational right now.
That's true.
That's right. What are these marks here? It looks like as if it's been stuck by something sharp. What could these be? Aw, wait. How were they even able to be damaged like this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you can even get close. How did the person who did this get near the control panel? Dragon Age does have romance options. In the first game, Dragon Age Origins, there's like 4 different romance options to choose from. It's not super the main focus of the game, though. It really isn't. It's more of a subplot than anything. Because you can make it through the entire game without choosing to romance someone, and it doesn't really, like, change much. Though I do have to say that in Dragon Age Origins, it is very easy to accidentally start a character's romance and then have to kind of awkwardly break up with them. Because you initiate the romances through your dialogue choices. And some of the dialogue choices can seem like just something you would say to a friend, like friendly. And then it was actually flagged to set up the romance, so that character's like interested in you now, and you have to deal with like rejecting them. This was fixed in later games. In the going from Dragon Age 2 onwards, they changed their dialogue selection to have a dialogue wheel, and and every time you were selecting an option, a dialogue option that would trigger the romance to start, it would have a heart next to it, so you would know that it was like initiating romance. But in the first game, it was easy to accidentally romance someone. It happened to me on my first playthrough. There was a character named Alistair who I did not want to romance, but I did like as a friend. So I was like having my character talk to him, and then like I thought like, oh, Alistair's so funny, he and my character are such great friends, this is great. And then all of a sudden it turns out I accidentally selected one of the romance initiating dialogues, and then he's giving my character roses and talking about how the rose was so beautiful it reminded him of her. And I'm like, oh, no. And I'm just like, oh, no. No, no, no. Alistair, no. Put it away. Put the rose away. I think about playing the Dragon Age games on stream sometimes. The main reason I don't is because while Dragon Age Origins does have a PC release, I like played it on Xbox, and when I do play it, I play it on Xbox. And because of like when it was released, it doesn't it's not controller compatible on PC. So if you want to play it on PC, you have to use your mouse and keyboard. You can't just plug in your controller and use your controller to play it, which is really annoying to me because I really prefer to just play it with a controller. And that's the main thing keeping me from streaming Dragon Age Origins. That, and it is also a very long game. I am hoping that eventually it would get, like, an updated re-release with better graphics and controller compatibility for PC. I think that would be really cool. I think there's, like, definitely a good, like, market in that. People would definitely play it. I just don't know if, BioWare is ever gonna do that. The Exisal isn't moving. If Kokichi is alive, he can use his remote control to move them as he pleases. But that remote control Kokichi has for Exisals, what is it exactly? Does he have that because he's the mastermind? BioWare has not been doing so great as of late. They're owned by EA, and EA keeps making decisions that fucks them over as a company. Like, their latest game in the Dragon Age franchise, which was supposed to be the last one, had problems in that it took over 10 years for the game to come out between sequels. EA really fucked them over. EA fucked over BioWare. EA fucked over The Sims. I mean, like, I do think that going for a let's remake the earlier BioWare games, it would be a quick cash grab. Part of the problem is EA, like, fired so many writers. Is there anything else for us to check in here? Is there anything else over here to check? Maybe the window's all that's left. Honestly, like, I think most good quality games are either coming from Japan, where the gaming industry isn't being completely fucked the way it is in America, or are coming from indie devs. Like, indie games are doing good. Like, small indie, like, companies are doing well.
I knew it. But... okay.
Okay, we gotta check Maki's lab and Shuichi's lab.
All right.
The Hades games are also really good. Hades 2 is on my to-play list, because I did play Hades 1. And it's really good. It's just a matter of, I know Hades 2 is gonna be a long game to beat. Oh god, there's Electro Hammer here. But why? It must be out of power. But used for what?
Well, you know.
I remember correctly.
Pay attention. Look, listen up. Take heed, I say.
Ah,
And
Monokuma?
another thing.
It's just, I noticed that you came this way last night,
Huh?
Shuichi. Huh? You were acting all sneaky, weren't you? Like a teenage boy trying to creep into the adult movie section of the video store.
No way!
But you didn't need to sneak around, because the Exorcist wouldn't have attacked you.
hey!
What are you saying I didn't have to sneak?
Cuz!
Because everyone's coming to rent adult movies, so in a way, everyone's going there as the same.
Wait!
No, not that. I meant about the Exorcists not attacking us.
Yeah?
Oh, at the time, the Exorcists were on autopilot and directed to only observe me.
Hey,
Their movements are more limited now that the Monocubs aren't around to pilot them.
Huh?
Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has?
well...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the Exorcists were being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma.
Hey!
Why are you telling me all of this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage.
Hey,
But we're not talking about that. We're talking about this.
yeah.
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys.
Hey!
If you share it instead, that way it'll be fair to all the participants. So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share the information?
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, renting movies is so old school. It's more thrilling to illegally download them.
Psycho pop!
It's like trying not to get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. What is wrong with you? Monokuma, you can't just say that. Oh my god. Yeah, renting movies was fun. Like, back when renting movies was an actual option instead of just nothing but streaming, I watched more movies. This information about exosols could be a clue to solving this case. I should remember this. Okay, let's get out of here. We gotta go check the labs. Get your steps in, Shuichi. Get your little steppy steps in. I love how his little footsteps pitter-patter. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be right back. Okay, back. Let's check out Maki's lab. Is Maki in here? Maki's like mad at us. I don't want to run into Maki while she's mad. Oh, good, she's not here. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Alright, everyone here, hope you're all ready. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab yesterday to find weapons to use against Monokuma. Because Kaito had them. Okay. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Because Kaito had them. As suspected, there are 2 black bags here, identical to the ones in the hangar. They are cases for crossbows, and the crossbows are inside but disassembled.
No.
It looks like they don't even fit the case unless they're disassembled. But there are 2, and when I was here with Kaito before, there were 3 of them. And I'm sure Kaito didn't have a crossbow with him.
That's true.
In that case, the crossbow in the hangar must have come from here. Which means someone must have brought it to the hangar from here. But it's fairly difficult to put together the crossbow. I don't think you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you.
No.
I think I need to... I'll think about it more later. For now, I need to investigate. Look at all these guns. Even if they're all airsoft guns, it's a remarkable sight. I think that's all there is for Maki's lab. And now we have to go to Shuichi's lab. Where is Shuichi's lab? I forgot where it was. I thought it was on the same floor. Where is it? There it is. I don't know where anything is. That bottle of poison in the hangar. I need to confirm what it comes from. There's several bottles of poison lined up. I haven't seen any poison outside of this lab, so the small bottle of poison I found must have been from here. There's a little less liquid inside this bottle than the others. The label says Strike 9 poison. This poison takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it can be lethal. I can't imagine there's a smaller amount in this bottle for no reason. This must be a clue. There's a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them out? Oh, that was just the most random coughing fit. These bottles say antidote. Antidotes, huh? I didn't know these were here. According to the labels, each bottle is only 1 dose. and each one only works on a specific poison.
Well,
Well, I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty of different kinds of poison, so they must be true for antidotes. Strychnine poison in the antidotes. This is disconcerting. I think that when Himiko brought Kaito the crossbow, she also brought him poison, so he could dip the crossbow arrow tips in poison. So even if he didn't hit Kokichi fatally, the poison would slowly kill him over time. None of these antidotes are for the strychnine poison. They're all for different poisons. What could that mean? I'm pretty sure Kaito got shot with an arrow, though, by the way his sleeve had that, like, bloody hole in it.
alright.
Alright, I've investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaito isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence to suggest that Kokichi isn't dead. Monokuma is still moving around, and the killing game hasn't ended. And Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press, which means the victim must be... No, it's too soon to be thinking like that. If I investigate a little more, I'll find something. There's still time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I'm missing something. I should check again. Look, we get plot holes in Danganronpa all the time. Remember how in, like, Trigger Happy Havoc, a big plot point was the white sleeve in the... Was the white sleeve in the... incinerator, and they were like, who wears a white sleeve? It's Leon. And then Leon, who lost the white sleeve of his jacket, was still wearing that jacket, but perfectly fine and put together. I mean, I know they had spares, but... Okay, what else can we find in here? Mwah. 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 I can no longer kiss my companions in the virtual world, so I will have Shuichi instead kiss the Exisal. I don't know if it's a plot hole. Like, it could very easily be explained by, hey, they had duplicates of all their clothes, so Leon had more than one jacket like that. So he just the one he lost, he just replaced with a new one. But they could have established it better by just having a scene where Makoto opens his closet in his room, and there's duplicates of all his clothes in there. I don't think they were explicitly shown. I don't recall seeing them. It might have been an anime-only edition.
Shuichi!
It might have been that they did that in the anime, but not in the game. Oh, Shuichi, can you come with me?
What happened?
Is something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please hurry. He shouted quickly and ran into the bathroom. What are you talking about, Kibo? Oh, hi, Maki. Are you still mad at me? You look mad at me. What is in the toilet?
Hey,
I checked that toilet earlier, and there was nothing in it. I checked. You were all there. I specifically checked the toilet. I specifically checked the creepy red glowing toilet. Kiba, what are you looking at?
yes.
Take a look at this.
Huh?
Why are Kokichi's clothes in the toilet? It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt these are Kokichi's.
But...
Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. And why are they soaked?
Well...
Well, the toilet seemed clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain. Shuichi, you did not investigate the toilet as thoroughly as I wanted you to. And pulled these clothes out. It looks like they couldn't be flushed all the way. Why were Kokichi's clothes being flushed down the toilet? Couldn't be flushed all the way. Why were these clothes in the toilet in the first place?
Yeah.
Yes, it was very brave of me. And thanks to that, I managed to find an important clue. Wait, Shuichi, please don't. Please investigate as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Clogging the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate. Okay, we're examining the toilet. Kokichi's clothes found in the bathroom. They were found in the toilet. Someone must have tried to flush them. But who would do that?
What's the matter?
If Kokichi is alive, does that mean he's running around naked? Is something the matter? Please investigate.
Okay.
Okay. The ultimate detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue.
All right.
Alright. I made up my mind and grabbed Kokichi's soaked clothes. And spread them open. Huh? Yup. There's a small hole in the back. Yup. Shuichi got shot. Shuichi got shot with a fucking arrow. And there's another small hole in his sleeve. Yep. Kokichi got shot. Kokichi got shot with 2 arrows. It's about the same size as the one on Kaito's sleeve. There are no traces of blood. There are traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean? It could mean that he was attacked. In that case,
No.
there's a chance Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press.
Thank you.
Kibo, thank you. Thank you. This is a very important clue.
Well,
I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking that hand of yours.
No.
Your hands aren't clean either, though. But if Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaito go? Why not show himself? And why is this game still going, even though the mastermind is dead? I mean, it's possible that the reason for Kaito's jacket being over the dead body is that after Kaito dragged Kokichi's dead body over there to look at to destroy evidence of his corpse, he couldn't bear to look at Kokichi while he pressed the button to, have the hydraulic press go down on him. So he took off his jacket and he just covered Kokichi with it so he wouldn't have to see. And that's why his jacket sleeve is poked out of there. If this is awkward, Shuichi, I can leave to give you some privacy.
Huh?
You're concerned about that? Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink and left the bathroom. Hey, Maki. Maki roll. He's still mad? She's still mad. Maki, why is it so easy for you to believe Kaito is dead? Hey, Himiko.
What?
You and Kibo both look more refreshed now.
Gross.
Refreshing each other in the boys' bathroom, huh? Even now, you can't help yourselves, huh?
That's true.
This is all Himiko's imagination, but I don't even want to touch that right now. I think that Miu used the caged child to channel Toko.
Hey!
It's almost time for the class trial to start, right? Is no one able to find Kokichi? I wonder, I haven't heard from anyone. I wonder where he went off to. Did he disappear? He can't still be in the hangar. Or under there.
Could it be?
Shuichi, do you think the one who died was Kokichi?
Huh?
Seems like...
I mean, your face says that you want to think that.
it's plain to see.
But I think that's just plain impossible. Kokichi's been manipulating us all from the start. I can't believe someone like that could be killed by Kaito.
Huh?
Of course, I don't mean to compliment Kokichi or make fun of Kaito or anything.
Okay.
I know, you're probably right. Tsumugi has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kokichi died. I'm certain that one of them must have. Oh, it's time.
It's about that time. That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it? Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished. I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time.
Everyone needs to be there. That means Kokichi or Kaito, whoever is alive, will be there.
Then...
At the trial, we'll know who the victim is. Are you sure about that? I am expecting someone to show up in a mask. Well, we gotta go to the trial ground. Okay, I think I'll save here, and then next week we can start. Next week, the trial's cut up into 2 parts. We'll finish the whole trial next weekend. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be a short trial? Oh well. No, it's gonna be long? Okay. These trials run long, okay? I have things to do. If I play for more than 2 hours, I start to get sleepy. I start to get tired and hungry. Oh well. Until next, we'll be back next weekend. And until next time, show's over.